everyone. Today I want to talk a little bit about crate training and how to introduce that to a new puppy. I have with me Samson, who has a little bit of separation anxiety. I would honestly qualify it more as FOMO, where he just doesn't want to be away from the family. If you're in the house, he settles pretty well when you're outside of the house and he doesn't hear anything, but as far as dealing with being in the crate when there are other people around, that's pretty hard for him. So for Samson, he is very food motivated, so we just start by leading him with food into the crate, just getting him comfortable with going in there and taking food. Good boy, buddy. And rewarding him. I usually like to start with asking them to wait in the crate while the door is open so that they can get used to practicing some self-control inside the crate and not thinking just because they are inside that they need to immediately come out. Yes, good boy. Good boy, Samson. All right, let's go in your crate. If your dog will not go in for food, I do think it's okay to give them a little direction by nudging their body into the crate, but I wouldn't force them in. I want your dog to participate as much as they can. So if he won't go in for food, come here, buddy. Come here. Good. Just under the belly, putting their front paws right at the threshold and giving a little nudge. Let's go in your crate. And just not allowing him to back up. Good boy. It's okay. Yes, good boy. And rewarding him as soon as he gets in the crate. Good boy. Very good boy, Samson. Okay, you're free. Good boy. You're free. And we're really just trying to make this as fun and easy for him as possible to start. Good boy. Over time, we'll make it harder by closing the door and walking away. Good boy. Yes, Samson. Anytime he relaxes in the crate by sitting or laying down, we definitely want to praise him heavily for that. You can shake. You know how to shake. Good boy. Okay, you're free. Good boy, Samson. Good. If you have a dog that is reluctant with the crate, a great way to get them comfortable with it is to hide food and toys in the crate without actually letting them see you do it. And we want it to be that they think the crate produces these fun things, and so they frequently go check out the crate, and that's just going to get their level of comfort with the crate increased really quickly. You can also try feeding your dogs in the crate at mealtime if they're, again, reluctant with that, feeding them as close as they're willing to go and still eat their dinner. So that might be 10 feet away from the crate and just progressively work the bowls closer until eventually you could put the bowls in the back of the crate. Good boy, can you go in your crate? Good boy, come on. Good boy, good. Come on, Samson. Good boy. Go in your crate. Good boy, Samson. And this time we'll try closing the door. We'll rate pretty briefly. I'm mainly looking for relaxation from him. So, yes, any kind of sitting or laying down. Free, good boy. And then releasing him from the crate. I generally would want him to be waiting when I unlock the door, and not that he's trying to bolt as soon as the door comes open, because I don't want him thinking he's escaping the crate. I just want it to be that he's exiting the crate. Free. Yes, good boy. If you have a dog that is trying to barrel out of the crate, even in excitement, that there is still a degree of they just want out. We want them to think this is a fun, safe space to spend time. Good boy. You're being very good. Frank, get out of there. Free. Yes, Samson. And then here, I'm just going to wait and see if Samson will go check it out on his own. Oh, good boy. Yeah, that's a good crate, buddy. Good boy.
Now that Samson's getting pretty comfortable with waiting in the crate with the door closed, we'll just start to extend how long we ask him to wait. Good boy. And you can see now he's even making less indication that he is immediately trying to get out. You can see him looking for food, which is a good sign. No. Good boy, Samson. Yes, good boy. Free. Good boy, buddy. I would try and have the excitement of us getting him out of the crate be pretty minimal. If we are overexcited when we get him out of the crate, we can pretty easily communicate on accident that being in the crate is not as exciting as being out of the crate, and he's going to be less inclined to want to stay in there. Good boy. If your dog is food motivated, using something like a Kong or other food puzzle to throw in the crate with them, if they're going to be in there for longer periods, is a great way to get them comfortable with the crate. Good boy. I'm just going to start moving around to get him a little comfortable with me not being right in front of the door. Good boy, buddy. Just letting him to continue nibbling treats. What a good dog. Free. Good boy, Samson. What a good boy. Good dog. Want to touch? Yes. Watch. It's totally fine to work on other commands while you're working on the crate, just to keep him excited and engaged. I'll just do some of the other commands that he knows, like his leave it or his touch. We do have videos for those as well on our page. Feel free to check those out if you're looking for some other ways to keep your dog busy or to teach them some new useful things. Good boy. Yeah, I know you are being a good boy. Will you want to shake? You can do it, shake. There he goes, good boy. You're free. Good dog. All right, let's go in your crate. And this time I'll just step further away. You can see a little more anxiety from him as I move a further distance. Fortunately, though, we didn't get into any concerned barking or anything like that. You're free. Good boy. That is a good boy, bud. Right, Samson? Let's go in your crate. Good boy, Samson. And again, we will just continue walking further away. I think about this distance is pretty reasonable to let him try and settle. Definitely more concern, but I don't think it's so far that he's not going to be able to settle. I'm okay with the barking. I do want him to understand it's not going to immediately get him out of the crate. And when he settles, we will approach the crate again. I'm really looking for 3 to 5 seconds where he's not actively barking, fussing, pawing at the crate. If he'll stand there quietly or sit, I'll start heading to the crate to let him out. But I definitely don't want him to think that his temper tantrum is going to immediately get him out of the crate. And there we got some quiet, so we'll start heading back over. Here's a situation where I would expect him to potentially be bolting out, so we'll give him extra pause with the door open to make sure he's actually going to wait. And just like that, if he tries to bolt, we just close the door. Hey, you're free. Good boy. Good dog. And like I said before, trying to be pretty casual about rewarding him when he does come out, just so that it's not a big deal to be coming in and out of the crate. Good boy. You're great. Yes. Good dog. And we'll just rinse and repeat. Good girl. Good. Didn't get quite so repetitive with the barking as last time. Good. Like to just take food. Dogs generally will refuse food when they're super stressed or overstimulated, so that is a good sign. Good boy, Samson. What a good dog. Free. Yes. You did a good job, buddy. It's hard. I know. Go find it. And I'm doing this all with his lunch. If a dog will do this kind of practice for their meal, that is definitely preferable, but not every dog will. You may need some higher value treats in order to get them to be tolerant or accepting of the crate. Oh boy, Samson. What a good Samson. Over time, we just move progressively further and further away to whatever limit the dog will tolerate reasonably. I don't really want him fussing for more than 2 to 5 minutes during this type of practice. Ideally less than that, but since he really hasn't had his boundaries pushed on this at all, it's going to be pretty hard to find a distance that's a moderate challenge. Pretty much everything is going to be either very simple for him, like we're right at the crate, or very hard for him as soon as we walk away. No. Free. Yes. Good Samson. We'll just give him a minute here before we try that again. Good boy, buddy. You're doing a good job. Touch. Yes. Leave it. Take it. Good boy. Watch me. Yes, good boy. What a good Samson. All right, come on. Samson, kennel. Good boy. Oh, what a good Samson. Good boy. And I definitely want him to understand calmness will bring me back. The overstimulation concern will not really have any effect on the situation. And I would expect over time that he's going to start trying to apply calm in other situations to get things that he likes. Good boy. It's a good boy, buddy. Yeah. It's a good boy, Samson. Yes. What a good boy. And you can see how quickly he's picking this up, too. Free. Yes. So that's all we're going to do for today, but I would definitely encourage you, if you have a new puppy, practice this early. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. For an older dog, slow and steady will definitely win the race in that department. If you have any questions about how to apply crate training with your dog, or if these strategies are things you've tried and you're looking for something else, feel free to reach out in the comments, and I'd love to help you if I can. Thanks for watching.